Welcome to Stump the Pastor. Today's question comes from Baxter in Massachusetts. Baxter asks, how many porcupines did King Solomon have? Well, Baxter, like me, is a former Methodist pastor and friend of mine, and I appreciate him sending a question in for me this week. I have to say this is probably the oddest question I have received on Stump the Pastor. But one of the fun things about this series is that people have sent me all sorts of questions about all sorts of things. But this is my first porcupine question. So I did some research. There are 3 verses in the Bible that mention porcupines. 2 are in Isaiah's writings, and 1 is in the book of Zephaniah. So nothing about King Solomon, which made me wonder about Baxter's question. So I took a different route. I know, for example, that animals are called different things in different cultures. The biblical translators sometimes translated the word that we use for porcupine as bittern or hedgehog. But even accounting for the possibility that what you and I might think of as a porcupine being referred to as some other animal name, I still found nothing else in the Bible. So I did some more research, and I found something fascinating. Probably the thing that Baxter had in mind when he sent me this question. You see, evidently, when children hear the stories of the Bible, and when they are asked to retell the stories, they don't always get everything right. But I can tell you they make the story so much more interesting. So on Bible quizzes, some young students included some fascinating information in their answers. Let me give you a couple of them. One says, the Bible is full of interesting caricatures. In the first book of the Bible, Genesis, Adam and Eve were created from an apple tree. One of their children, Cain, asked, "Am I my brother's son?" Here's another one. Moses led the Hebrew slaves to the Red Sea, where they made unleavened bread, which is bread made without any ingredients. So Moses went up on Mount Sinai to get the 10 Commandos. He died before he ever reached Canada, but his commandos made it. And then this last one. Solomon had 300 wives and 700 porcupines. He was an actual hysterical figure, as well as being in the Bible. And it sounds like he was sort of busy, too. I think with 300 wives and 700 porcupines, it would kind of keep you busy. But who knew, right? It gives us a whole new understanding of the biblical stories. You thought you had me, Baxter, and you almost did. See you next time on Stump the Pastor. So, did you know about the porcupines in the Bible as well? Thanks, Baxter, for the question. I hope I got it. If you have your question, send it to me on the email address at the bottom of your screen. See you next time on Stump the Pastor.